The Mizayawa family. The Miyazawa Family Murders is one of Japan's most infamous unsolved crimes. The brutal killings occurred on December 30, 2000, in Setagaya, Tokyo, and shocked the nation due to their savagery. The Miyazawa family consisted of 4 members. Mikio Miyazawa, 44 years old, the father, worked at an advertising company. Yasuko Miyazawa, 41 years old, the mother, was a homemaker and tutor. Niina Miyazawa, 8 years old, their daughter. Rei Miyazawa, 6 years old, their son. The family lived in a relatively quiet residential area of Setagaya. Their home was adjacent to a park that was under redevelopment. This meant the surrounding area had become less populated over time. Their 2-story home was connected to Yasuko's mother's house, where the family maintained a close relationship. On the morning of December 31, 2000, Yasuko's mother went to visit the Miyazawa home, but was met with a horrifying sight. All 4 members of the family had been murdered inside their home. The details of the crime shocked investigators and the public. Mikio, the father, had been stabbed multiple times, likely after engaging in a physical struggle with the intruder. Defensive wounds on his body indicated he fought back. Niina and Yasuko, the daughter and mother, were also stabbed to death on the 2nd floor. Their wounds suggested frenzied violence. Rei, the youngest child, was found strangled in his bed, possibly as the first victim. The killer exhibited bizarre and unsettling behavior, stayed in the house after the murders. Evidence indicated the perpetrator lingered in the house for several hours. During this time, they ate food from the refrigerator, used the family's computer, and even rested on the couch. Left personal items behind. The killer left several personal belongings at the scene, including a sweatshirt, scarf, gloves, and a hip bag. Analysis of these items suggested the killer was of East Asian or mixed East Asian and European descent. Forensic experts also identified sand in the hip bag that was linked to the Gobi Desert. This fueled speculation about the killer's origin. Computer usage. The family's computer was used early in the morning after the murders, and some of Mikio's work files were accessed. This suggested the killer was comfortable enough to operate the machine, further hinting at their calm demeanor during the ordeal. Forensic evidence. Despite leaving behind blood, fingerprints, and footprints, the killer has never been identified. The killer's blood was of type A, indicating they may have injured themselves during the attack. Despite an enormous investigation involving over 246,000 officers and numerous leads, the case remains unsolved. Some key findings include footprints. The killer's shoes were determined to be Slazenger sneakers of a size not commonly sold in Japan. Fingerprints and DNA. The killer's DNA and fingerprints were recovered from various items in the home. However, no match has been found in any Japanese or international database. Sand analysis. The sand in the killer's hip bag was traced to the Gobi Desert, which raised speculation about whether the killer had lived or traveled there. Unusual movements. Witnesses reported seeing a suspicious man near the house in the days leading up to the murders. However, no definitive connection has been made. Random attack. Some believe the murders were a random act of violence by a transient or mentally unstable person. Personal vendetta. Others speculate the crime could have been motivated by a personal grudge or dispute, though no clear motive has been identified. Foreign perpetrator. The unusual sand and the type of clothing suggest the possibility of a foreign assailant, though this remains purely speculative.